Hey guys, Moldran here. Today I'm gonna show you the new trailer of Lost Ark, the long-awaited Korean action RPG MMO that's going to start beta testing this week in Korea. Now this is the game that I'm mostly looking forward to for this or the next year whenever it's coming to Europe, because it just has everything. It has the graphics, it looks better than any other game I've seen, it has the character classes, it has the combat system, the world exploration, PvP, skill system, everything. But let's enjoy the trailer together. Here you can see a character already with a really nice weapon, and you can see like this is all about the environment. Like you don't just like stand on a normal map. In Lost Ark you always interact with everything. You interact with all the objectives, with all the buildings, and everything is just on such a massive scale. We're gonna see the 30 or 40 players battle later on, but here I mean just this intro like shows already enough. You see like you're playing your hero here, and there's a battle going on with like hundreds of monsters, so the mob density is definitely there. You can see it's using some lightning skills to kill the enemies. You can also see in the bottom of the screen, you can see the abilities and everything that he has. The skill system is pretty complex. I'm going to explain it in another video when we know more details about it. But yeah, you can also see health potions and then a lot of skills and abilities. And some of them have cooldowns, like you see the Q on the top left. And whoa, there was just like an explosion thrown on this tower and bam, the tower falls. Alright. But there's a lot of like monsters coming, so I don't know how this hero is gonna do. It's probably gonna use some AoE attack here right now with a stomp, and then this is a charge attack. Like you see, it takes some time to charge, but at the end he releases it and does a lot of damage to everything around it. And you can again see it, like groups of monsters, and bam, and again bam. And you can see like all the skills pretty much have a cooldown, like the Q, W, E, everything has a cooldown. And yeah, using a shield before, now he switched to a big two-handed weapon, activating some environmental things again. So it's not just like a hack and slash, it's like more. That's why it has the MMO elements, like also interacting with the world. And it looks so beautiful that I think this is just right. Let's see what's gonna happen now. You see the chains are here. It's like if you immerse yourself in the character, it feels like you're part of the world. Killing some monsters. But this is obviously like still a very early version. I think it's alpha or the first closed beta that's coming up this week in Korea. I tried to get access to it, but unfortunately it wasn't lucky enough. But maybe like one of the next few beta phases is gonna be an international version. We'll see. And there you can see slow motion jump, bam. Destruction. Lost Ark, the game everyone is waiting for right now. And that's just the start of the trailer. Let's move on. Now, one of the most important things in games like this is the multiplayer play. That was the same for me. Like I started playing Diablo 1 and it was all about the Battle.net multiplayer. Same in Diablo 2 and even Diablo 3 is way more fun when you play with your friends or other people together. You can see like the environment, there's also like crafting professions, like fishing here. Then together you can use this thing here. Like a train in the mountain, and then you meet together with other two people. Alright. You can see a range class. Again, like able to interact with the environment. And I don't know what this place here is, but it seems like they just opened the passage to move on. And you also see like every character is different, like health bars, and then mana bar. Some use skill things. And we go into combat again. Huge ass sword, bam, killing everything. Now the combat in these clips looks pretty simple. It looks like the character is far too overpowered, but I think that's just for showing off the game. I think in reality the game is gonna have a high skill cap, because they even said it themselves in the recent interview that Lost Ark is all about reaction time. Reaction time and exploration of the world. And also like teamwork, when it comes to the big field bosses or Ark dungeons later on. But yeah, everything looks massive. Here was like using a combination of different skills, like first stunning them, AoE skill, and then killing them together. And here are some bigger monsters, but again with this big weapon, like a flamethrower, doesn't matter. This here is like a big machine killing everything, was like a super mode, siege tank mode maybe. This here is like a fast character, but also nice AoE damage. And this thing here surprised me because you have to move so fast. Like you need to have a reaction time of like 0.3, 0.4 seconds to make it through those things popping up. And that's actually really difficult, so I think that's gonna be a huge skill cap. And here you can see some music instruments that you can play. Okay, that's just like some casual fun. Also some nice pets, I think. But yeah, overall, like the game has just so much to offer. Going down here, and that's just like a nice change from the combat. Like most times you're gonna be fighting, but then you're also gonna explore. You're gonna use the environment. Here you can see one of the big bosses turns into this bird, and boom, everyone just, I don't know if they died, but they probably took massive damage. Here's the ice guy coming out from the ground below, and again an AoE attack that hit 20 people. You can see like 30 people like fighting against one massive dragon boss. And this like just requires coordination and everything. Like you're gonna have tanks, healers in this game, which is not usual for an action RPG, but it is what it is. And that's not where it stops. I mean, the game features an adventure mode where explorers get rewarded for adventures, so you have to go to certain points and then you get rewards for exploring the vast world. There's also sailing, where you can go on a ship with either alone or together with other people. Like you can invite other people, friends to your ship, and then go sail up and try to discover some nice islands. Like there's a lot of secrets in the game. For example, you can find a secret island somewhere wide out in the ocean where only you're gonna be, and we're gonna get some super cool equipment. Then the skill system I've already talked about before. It's very complex. There's a tripod system where you can evolve or a skill 3 times, and at level 30 you can reach tier 3, but you can always change the skill, so you can always change it and adjust it, for example, for grinding, for PvP, or for dungeon bosses and raids. But more on that later when with more information. And then there's also PvP, something that Diablo 3 doesn't have yet. And it looks pretty cool. The arena system, I mean, simply the fact that you are able to play an arena system against others is already like a bonus point for me, because I love PvP, I love playing against other people. And you can also see it as a score screen. And yeah, now the important thing is, when does the game come out? What's the current schedule? And you can see the developer Smilegate planned 4 beta testing phases. CPT1, which starts this week in Korea. It's the initial test where they just test the core mechanics. They have like 7 out of the 9 classes right now, but there's also going to be secret classes. Then CPT2 is going to be the structural phase, where they try to construct the overall content structure. Then CPT3 is going to be mostly a balance patch or testing phase, where it's all about diversity and better and more contents will be developed. And then there's the final test where they just test the stability. Is the game ready now for open beta? And then open beta is going to be a huge, massive test where they test the server stress and everything again before they actually release the game. And we can only hope that the game releases like in international version like very early. It is massive, so translating it's going to take a lot of time, but we can only hope for the best. And if not, we can maybe try to get our hands on the Korean open beta, or maybe even a closed beta. But it should be much easier to get into open beta than in the currently really selective closed betas. Hope you guys enjoyed this preview. I'm really looking forward to the game and more info, which we're probably going to get at G-Star in November, biggest Korean gaming event. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next videos. Thanks for watching. I'll be back.